How you guys doing out there on YouTube? It's your boy Ringo. We're back again with another one. Thanksgiving is canceled. Christmas is over. And we're back again with another video, guys. Ever since the snapdemic happened, I could no longer shine on YouTube. I can't dress no more. I can't wear Ralph Lauren, no designer watches. Things is really, really tough now. So, because I was watching a video from Anton Daniels, man, and I really thought about it. And I said that it's best that I just, no longer focus on materials, because I know a lot of people are suffering. They don't got their SNAP benefits. EBT crashed. And I decided to dress like this now. Hopefully it's more fitting. I hope it's not offensive to everybody, because the other day I showed my leather Ralph Lauren polo jacket and people got upset. They unsubscribed. So hopefully I'll gain those subscribers back. And, but what I want to talk about is Thanksgiving is canceled for the month of November. We're going to have to fast and pray, just like Jesus did, 40 days and 40 nights, right? So I want to react to this video by Anton Daniels, because I want to give proper credit, because I saw his video and that gave me a title to pretty much put out there. I know I offended a lot of people over the past few days, and I just want to let you know that I want to suffer with you. I decided not to eat. I decided to fast with you. And, I just hope that I'm able to gain new subscribers and people will support the platform, because I'm in need too. I know a lot of you at your job, you're about to probably eat lunch. Some of you don't have lunch. I wish I had some lunch. I'm hungry right now, but I got to suffer with my people, So guys, let's get into the content. Let's get into the show. Be sure to double tap the screen, guys. Let's find out what he had to say. Let's go.
It is people that is lined up at food banks, people trying to figure out how they going to get their bags, how they going to... I don't even think people care about Thanksgiving no more. Christmas is over. Christmas is over. Flat out. Christmas is over. This is going to be the biggest... Listen. Bruh. When it comes to exposure, I'm just going to tell y'all this, all right? We didn't know that it was going to come this way. I personally didn't predict that it shut down would last this long, but you know what it's showing? You know what it's showing? It's showing who got it and who don't. Listen, I know that y'all going to get into the whole... Oh my God, we got to make sure that we're compassionate about everybody and all of this stuff. It was a lot of popping, a lot of flossing, a lot of stunting. There was a lot of people saying what they ain't gonna do, and he better come with his own money. And why would I talk to a man and go 50-50? Because I can do it myself. And there was a lot of guys that was out here doing all of this with the bust downs. All of them watches is pawn. Pawn shops is popping. All right? Listen. It's. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty because I got to call the maintenance guy because the heat in here is messed up. So This is why we having this. But I think that we need to have a conversation. Hopefully we back in the studio for the original Millionaire Morning Show tomorrow.
Guys, I'm going to be selling all of the studio gear on eBay that I have. Anton said that he's having some tech issues with the heat. I'm having some issues myself. You know, right now the lights in here is on with the generator. Couldn't pay the electric bill, guys. Ever since the SNAP crisis came in, I didn't feel that it was good for me to live my life, even though I didn't collect no SNAP benefits. I didn't feel like I'm an American if I didn't suffer with everyone else. So I decided to not pay my electric bill. They shut it off. I decided to go, you know, live off the land, and I purchased a generator. And right now the generator's in the backyard, and it's powering these lights right now, guys. So I couldn't even afford to drink any tea. This is actually just water, just sugar water. I can't afford. I feel guilty to actually shop, you know, for anything. I just want to fast. Hope everybody's enjoying their fast. Happy fasting day, because Thanksgiving is canceled, guys. No turkeys, no Thanksgiving, no Christmas. Don't even buy a tree. It's over. So let's get back to the content, guys. Again, double tap the screen. We're all suffering. It is what it is, guys. I feel your pain.
But let me tell you something. All of this talking tough, I got it, they don't. All of a sudden, you a villain if you got money. Facts, Zeroids, it's not even cool to talk about money no more. Have y'all noticed that? It's not even cool to talk about money anymore. Now you're being insensitive if you show that you got any. Let me put my Apple Watch on for this particular segment. Now you being insensitive. Oh my God, I can't believe it. So wait a minute. If you got money, you gotta wait till everybody get back on their feet and that they start handing out food stamps before you start talking about money again. I got my Apple Watch on, so we ain't gotta worry about it. We back. The rubber bands and the Apple Watch, we good. Now, if you got money, because see, let's be clear. Hey, talking tough is a luxury that is reserved for people that are doing okay in their life. Talking tough is a luxury that is reserved for people that's doing well in life. Because
So, guys, again, make sure you double tap the screen. We're on a fast. I haven't eaten, guys, in days. It's really tough, guys. It's really tough. I don't know how long I could last, guys. To all you new viewers, subscribe to the channel. Ever since the EBT SNAP crisis, guys, everybody been going through it, man. Lights is turned off. Crackers is stale. I went into the pantry to find some peanut butter. It's expired, guys. The peanut butter is expired. It's just sad, man. Don't know what I'm gonna do. You know? Hopefully, you could pray. Pray with me, guys. Let us pray. Amen. Am I the only one suffering? Kevin Samuels warned us. He said winter is coming. The heat is off. Couldn't pay my bills, guys. Couldn't pay. I mean, Anton having tech issues with his heat. My heat is not even on. But we're gonna manage, guys. Just make sure you like the video. At least I could probably earn a few dollars through YouTube. Just a few dollars, guys. Just be kind and compassionate, guys. Please. Man, forget all of this garbage, man. We got to make America great again. Now, you got people out here playing all of these games. Nobody want to get a job. Everybody want to BS all day long. Talking about they want their SNAP and their EBT. They mad with Trump. They doing all this goofy stuff and they want everybody to feel sorry for you. No, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to feel guilty. I'm not going to feel sad. I'm not going to do none of that stuff. Listen, what happened to all the 50-50 talk? What happened to women talking about, oh, I ain't doing no 50-50. I can do bad all by myself. Now you want a man. Now you want a man to marry you. Now you want some money. You got brothers on Instagram complaining now. They're getting DM messages from women that haven't DM'd them in 20 years. It's been 20 years. Brothers, put a 1 in the chat if you got DM messages from women you tried to holler at like 5-6 years ago. You wanted to smash shorty from the back, and she now contacting you because she ain't get her SNAP benefits. No, I don't want to talk to you now. Put on the block list, blocked, ha. Now you hungry. They tripping out here, dog. Now you wanna DM me now that your life is over because you ain't received your SNAP, but you mad at Trump. No, we making America great again. Go get a job. Go get a job. I'm not giving you no Cash App. Go get a job. But my kids is hungry. Go to your baby daddy. Go to your baby daddy. But I'm hungry. No. You better go sign up to OnlyFans and start shaking that butt. You better make that thing twerk. Make that thing bounce. Because I'm not paying and I'm not signing up. And you brothers, now is the time to unsubscribe from OnlyFans. Now is the time to unsubscribe from OnlyFans. Do not sign up to OnlyFans to see some tail. I said, do not sign up to OnlyFans. Don't do it, guys. Let them go get a job. We're going to make America great again if it's the last thing we do, guys. People out here crashing out, wanting to commit crimes, violence, and they blaming us. You saw what Anton had to do. He had to take off his watch. I can't even wear a watch, guy. Look, no watch. Because if I wear a watch, people are going to look at me like, oh, you showing off. You showing off. You can't even shine no more. I can't even go on my studio because if they see the studio, they're going to get mad. I don't want to subscribe because you look like you're doing good. I had somebody DM me that was like, bro, I don't need to support your platform no more because I heard that you're doing good. I'm like, where you heard that from? I'm struggling just like everybody else. Just that I'm not on no SNAP benefit. I go through the struggle just like everybody else. Now, I don't know about Anton because he's supposed to be rich. But think about it. He had to take off his watch. That's crazy. That's because people complaining. Because when they see you shine, it's now insensitive now. So you can no longer do videos and talk about money, talk about success. I want to know what these Christian churches are doing now. Are they preaching the prosperity gospel at church? Hello, everybody in the church. My name is Pastor Money, and I want everybody to understand ain't nothing funny. Bring ye all the times into the storehouse, and prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts. If I will not pour you out a blessing, that you don't have room enough to receive. Sister Carol, pass those buckets around the church, please. Yes. I'm hearing in the spirit, God is telling me that somebody have money in this church. And you've been believing God for a blessing. I'm asking for 10 people right now to bring 5,000 down. Quick. Bring it down right now. Odobo shuto shabata kata. Shaba. Ugh. Amen. God is telling me. That's the garbage they're doing in the Christian church right now. They still pimping in the church. People are literally without food. And they still begging for your money in these churches. Ain't that sad? But see, one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to feel sorry for anybody that don't want to work. I mean, think about this. You got a nut job in the chat saying, how many hours do you work? This nut job. Shouldn't you be at work? Shouldn't you be at work? But no, you busy wondering what I do. You got content creators that used to make videos talking about they ain't going 50-50 with a man. Now they want to go 50-50. Now they want to go 50-50 now. Ain't that crazy? You have women that now they want to go 50-50. You had a lot of stunting going on. A lot of people were boasting about, oh, I don't need a man. I could do bad by myself. Now hard times kick in. We finding out who's who. I'm seeing YouTubers saying that they get SNAP benefits. I couldn't believe it. YouTubers that I thought they were good, they crying now. They like, bro, I'm going through. And I'm like, bro, man, you need to go sell that car that you got. Go sell the car. Downsize. People been faking it the whole time. A lot of you ladies, stop DMing these guys. Bro man tried to talk to you 5 years ago. You sending him a message now. Talking about, oh, I was busy. I didn't see your message. Nah. You're only doing that because your baby daddy ain't taking care of them kids and the SNAP benefits ran out. That's the only reason why. You know? It's crazy. It's like you got to be damn near poor in order for people to accept you now. If you're a content creator and you're doing well for yourself, everybody hates you now. Ain't it funny how the world turned? But once everybody get back on track, that's when everybody like you again. I noticed that for the past couple of days, I've been doing videos telling people to go get a job, and they've been getting mad at me. But before, they never used to get mad at me. Like before the Snapdemic happened, nobody was concerned with these things. It's once it got real and they realized ain't gonna be no Thanksgiving, ain't gonna be no Christmas. Cancel all of that, fam. Tell your family from now. And you know what's so funny? You don't even have to tell your family because they're going through the same thing. Your family ain't get their EBT and their SNAP too. Y'all all snapping. Matter of fact, y'all all got to look on your EBT card, your SNAP card, and see how much money is left. And y'all got to chip in and put all of y'all snaps together in order to snap at the supermarket. And now they're trying to guilt trip you by saying you're being insensitive, you're this, you're that, all of this negative stuff. So all of a sudden, we're insensitive when we're not the problem. If you put your faith in the government to pay for your food, you set yourself up for failure, no matter how you see it. You set yourself up for failure. Because you're telling the government, hey, I want you to be my daddy. I want to serve you, and I'm going to look up to you as God. Then you got a bunch of Bible believers that claim they believe in Jesus Christ. Okay, where's Jesus Christ for you now? Look, guys, you're going to get mad at me, but I'm going to tell you something right now that no Christian pastor or Christian would ever tell you. If you're not going to go out there and work, God ain't doing nothing for you. Religion has messed everybody up. Religion made us believe that somehow God is looking at what's going on and he's going to come down and fix everything in due time as long as you keep praying. Have you ever noticed that people that don't believe in God, they don't pray, they don't give anything to the church, they don't do nothing for nobody, but they stay making money? And what we like to do is say the devil made them the money. Or the devil didn't do anything. They got off their ASS and they went out there and they worked. They worked. God expects us to be proactive. He expects us to be productive and use his gifts and talents. God gave every man and woman and child talents. The problem is we're just not using them. We blame everybody else for our problems, and we're waiting for God to come down and make something happen for us. It's not going to happen that way. Case in point, anytime these pastors in these churches need money, have you ever noticed they never go to God to get the money? They never go to God. They go to you. They tell you, we're believing God to build this church. But have you ever noticed that it's you? You're paying for it, not God. The pastor never believes God for anything. He comes to you. But when you need something, your hypocrite pastor always telling you to believe God. How come the pastor don't do it for you? You've been paying tithes and offerings to his church all this time. You should be good, right? No, because the pastor don't care about you. It's all about money. And God ain't doing anything. God already did everything he had to do for us. He gave us life. He gave us talents. He gave us everything we need. The problem is we just don't want to use it. And please don't tell me anything about the elderly or the disabled or all these other things to try to make me feel guilty for their situation. I'm tired of feeling guilty for stuff that I have no power or control over. If you're elderly, you can have money coming in through social media. There's many different job opportunities on social media. You got investment opportunities, you got telemarketing, you got all sorts of things that you can sign up for and literally do it in the comfort of your home. A person who's disabled can actually have online jobs. A person who's disabled can be an influencer on social media. I mean, if you're on a cell phone right now and you're disabled, your disability is not keeping you from watching social media. So if your disability is not keeping you from watching social media, then your disability is not in the way. You can actually use social media to empower yourself. The problem is, again, people want people to feel sorry for them and nobody want to do anything for them. What if the government say, effective immediately, nothing's coming in, then what are you going to do? Stay there and die? You're going to find something to do, right? If you're stranded on the road after getting into an accident and there's no help around, are you just going to sit in your car and die? Or are you going to fight for your life? You got to make up your mind what you're going to do. So I think that we have to be proactive and start to do things to better ourselves rather than, just sit around and blame everybody else for their problems. A lot of folks that are going through a lot of stuff today, this is your first time ever going through anything. For a lot of you, you haven't even been through nothing in your whole life. A little bit of snap money got you snapping. This is your first time going through anything. Whereas people like myself and many others who've been through the struggle, we've been through heck of things, a whole hell of hot waters. And we were able to navigate and make it through and come out victorious. Whereas everybody else continually cry all day. They blame Trump, but yet they hate the government and they want the government at the same time to open back up SNAP benefits. But you don't like Trump, you know? It don't make no sense. Somebody said that's what government should be for. See, again, you're putting your trust in the government. Why your trust is not in God? You're saying that's what the government is for. Nowhere did it say the government is for taking care of your ASS. You're not a child. You're an adult. And shout out to V Dubman in the building. You're an adult. Government ain't doing nothing for you. The government is to run the country. You know what I mean? Make sure everything's operating right. The problem is people take advantage of the system in order to benefit themselves. And this is where we get all our problems. The minute you start thinking that the government is your daddy, that is when you already failed. Any grown man or woman that's looking to the government to feed them, you're already defeated. You're defeated already. And a lot of you folks that keep on insulting, you can insult all you want. You're hungry right now. Think about that. You're the one that's going through. Insulting me does nothing for you. I can go get me something to eat. You can. And there's a lot of you working class folks that can go get something to eat. And for those of you that claim you work, but you are still collecting SNAP, I don't want to hear none of your sorry excuses. Go get another job and shut the F up and stop complaining. Because if the government shuts SNAP down completely right now, what are you going to do? Die? Cry? No, you're going to figure it out. The reason why you're struggling is because you have a mindset that feel you're entitled to someone taking care of you for the rest of your life. It's not going to work, guys. That's why I'm glad that I've always been the type of guy that understand that I have to work. I got to do something. You know, I got to do something. Can't sit here complaining all day. Nobody's going to respect any man that does that. You know, when people support my shows, right, it's because they see that I work. They enjoy my commentary. They realize that I'm giving excellent advice. And I'm talking about topics that really are affecting people. I'm entertaining. I crack jokes. I'm working. I'm doing something. I'm not sitting home just kind of waiting for somebody to do something for me. You see? And a lot of times people just want to do that. They don't want to work. What are you going to do about your problem? Just the other day, they wanted Trump to take the contingency money and give that to the SNAP beneficiaries to partially pay for SNAP. I'm hearing through the grapevine that Trump said, no, like we're not doing it until the government shutdown cease. We're not going to do anything. And I'm hoping that he do that. I'm hoping that he don't use the contingency money, which is supposed to be reserved for natural disasters and other things that may happen in America that we're going to need. I believe it's about $5 billion. We need that money in that reserve, whatever. We need that money to sit there. Because if something happened, God forbid, we're going to need rescue. We're going to need food. We're going to need all sorts of materials. They're going to have the National Guard. They're going to have all these other agencies to be deployed to the areas where victims are. Who's paying them? Who's funding this? Who's going to get the water, the food to build tents and this? Who's going to do all of that? That is what the contingency money is supposed to be for. So if Trump used that for the SNAP benefits, guess what? That's just for this month. What about next month? Now when next month come in, there's no contingency money there. So if we had a natural disaster in New York, in North Carolina, in Los Angeles, wherever, and it really affected millions of people, then what? Now Trump would look like the bad guy for using the contingency money for SNAP. They'll blame him for that. So it's good that he don't use it. What has to happen is the Democrat Party got to do what they got to do so that we can open back up the government so everybody can be happy again. But what this should teach you as a SNAP beneficiary is to never depend on the government again. Once the government open back up, rather than getting mad at me, once they open back up and you're able to get your SNAP benefits, at that moment, your life is supposed to change. You're supposed to say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to listen to what Ringo said. I'm not gonna keep my life focused on this stuff no more. I got to better myself. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get a job. And if you already have a job, get another job. Train. Take some classes. Educate yourself to do better. Develop some new skills so that you can go out there and win. A lot of y'all keep thinking I'm putting people down. I'm stimulating thought. I'll use comedy. I'll use shock value. I'll use everything to trigger those emotions to get you off your ASS so you can get out there and start hustling. Seriously. You know, at the end of the day, you have to work. You have to put in the work. You got to grind. It's tough because sometimes when you're a lazy person, you just get comfortable with being lazy. It feels good. But the more you are lazy, the more broke you become. You'll never be able to win by just being lazy. You know, a lot of you, when you look at my hat, you get upset, you get mad. But see, making America great again is getting people to stop depending on public assistance, stop depending on SNAP, stop depending on these things. Be independent. If you got to go through and use it now to get through a rough time, then okay, we get it. But it shouldn't be something that you use for the rest of your life. Because look what it did to you. Look what it caused you. You're literally sitting there and your family is watching you wondering why the hell you ain't getting no food for the family, man. You know? Don't make no sense. What? Eric says we built and gave them everything they have. What did you build, Eric? You ain't build anything. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We built. You ain't build anything. And this is the problem. A lot of folks, it's like they think like slaves and they say stuff like we built. You ain't build anything. Your ancestors built. You didn't do a damn thing. So stop taking credit for stuff you didn't do. If you know how to build, listen, watch this, guys. If you're going to say we built everything, then why the hell you don't go build it again for yourself? How come you don't know how to do it? Just like you had Black Wall Street. Okay, where's Black Wall Street again? Where is it? Nowhere to be found, right? So we got to stop playing these games, guys. Like, seriously. Shout out to Alexandra for the $5 support. Says, so we're not supposed to depend on the government, but the government is allowed to depend on us. That sounds like a what is it? Symbiotic relationship, sir. Look, I don't think you understand what's going on here. If you want to go ahead and depend on the government, you go ahead. That's your personal business. I'm not dependent on the government. I'm not dependent on the government. I depend on myself. I depend on myself to get off my ASS and go do something about my situation. If you want to depend on the government for your life, look what they got you. Waiting around for the government to feed you. If that's your idea of depending on the government, then go ahead and be my guest and continue. Continue to do that nonsense. I don't got no time for that. I don't got no time to be dependent on anybody. You know? Get up and go to work. You have somebody else asking a dumb question. You like Trump? I think Trump is doing a better job than every president that we had thus far. Name a president that did all this work that's been done. President Trump is kicking ass. And that's something that a lot of you folks don't understand. It's like you're Biden. So hold up. Who was doing a better job, Biden or Trump? Because Biden didn't do anything for us. Biden didn't do nothing for the United States. Biden caused more problems than you can possibly imagine. Trump literally inherited all of the problems Biden put out there. All of the problems. Trump is trying to undo all the damage that was done. But because the American people are so dumbed down and docile, you busy blaming Trump when you're not realizing that the seeds that Biden planted is what we're seeing today. The seeds of Biden is what we're seeing today. All the problems that we're seeing today is the result of the seeds of Biden. And people don't understand that. What seeds? Obviously, you don't follow that, and so you don't know anything. You still looking at $40 billion to Argentina. How much money do it cost to feed Americans each month? $8.6 billion. So if it costs $8.6 billion, what is $40 billion to Argentina? What is $40 billion? Why do you care? You're broke. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't helping nobody. So your opinion don't even matter. You're not doing nothing for nobody in your hometown. You ain't feeding the poor. You don't care about nobody else. What's the point? You ain't doing nothing for nobody. But for some reason, you want to complain about $40 billion to some other place. America has always been giving money to everybody. Why you focus on one place? It's because you're selfish, and you feel you're entitled to something. And I hope that literally the government shut down all these programs and nobody get nothing. That way, everybody will begin to work. And that is what's going to make America great again. That is what's going to lower taxes. Because guess what? All of these damn taxes is what's funding that $8.6 billion. If you think about it, all of these taxes is what's funding that $8.6 billion a month. But if everybody's working and doing what they're supposed to do, taxes would be lower, food prices will be lower, gas prices will be lower. But because people are like this all day and nobody don't want to do nothing, this is why we have so many problems. You know, just look at the chat, guys. If you read the chat and you look at how many people are miserable, broken, poor, dependent, this is why people will remain in poverty, because they don't want to get off their ASS. They want somebody to give them something. These people will curse me out, laugh at me. But if I came out and said, hey guys, I have $5 million and I want to give to all the needy in a particular state, all these mother effers that you see talking ish will be lined up to receive something. But guess what? They don't even like me. That's how they are with the government. They don't like Trump. They hate the government, but they want the handout. They want that handout. And that's disgusting. Imagine being in a relationship, guys, with a woman. You provide everything for her. You even became a stepdaddy to her kids. She don't even respect you. All she want is your resources. But she don't love you. That's exactly how it is with people and the government. They just don't want to acknowledge or do anything about their situation. The worst thing you could do in America, in my opinion, is just sit around being entitled all day. We live in the greatest nation on earth. And for whatever reason, American people literally like having their hands out, crying all day. When there's opportunity to win, there's opportunities to grow. Nobody wants to do anything anymore. Nobody want to work anymore. Nobody want to grind. It's like, it's weird now. Foreigners are coming to the United States and getting an education. They're becoming successful. They're starting businesses. How is it that they're doing that and yet everybody else is still complaining? How is that? You know? You said you are way out of touch. I'm not out of touch with anything. I come from the ghetto. I come from the projects. I come from the slums. That's where I come from. So when you say I'm out of touch, it just goes to show that, number one, you're lazy. You refuse to work, and I don't feel sorry for you. See, nobody felt sorry for me. I had to go work. I had to go get off my ASS and do something about my situation. When I was hungry, nobody was there to feed me. I had to go work. You understand? So I don't give two Fs what you're dealing with. I just don't care. Why? You don't even care. You don't even care about your own situation. Imagine this. You're in a house. You don't want to go outside and work. You don't want to go outside and do something to earn $1, but you want me to feel sorry for you. No. Why? Why? When I lived in New York, you had this one homeless guy, this heavy-set dude, tall, about probably 6'4", 6'5", big dude, homeless. I would see this homeless guy every day, grind and work. He's homeless, lives on the street, in and out of shelters. But every morning, when I was on my way to work, I would see this guy. He would have a big cart, and he would go by the drop site where they put trash, and he would gather up all the scrap metal, and he would be pushing that scrap metal to the yard to go ahead and turn it in and get some money. And he would do this every day, every single day. He worked. And guess what? I respect this dude. He's homeless, but every day I saw him out there working. And I remember one time I saw him eating a sandwich, and he was chilling, just kind of laying in the cut, had his buggy thing on the side, and he was eating his sandwich. And I was walking by, and I was like, I see you on your lunch break. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, hey, man, what's going on? And I was like, yeah, I see you out here all the time working, man. All the time you out here working, and I know you homeless, bro. He's like, hey, I got to do what I got to do. The man work, and he's homeless. That's why I don't, listen, I don't want to hear no excuses, man. That's why when you're a New Yorker, when you're originally from New York, you've been through the trenches, you've been through the real struggle. New York is one of the most expensive states to live in. So I don't want to hear no excuses from nobody when I see homeless people in New York that's working and they live on the street. The homeless in New York is a different type of breed of people. They would literally work while homeless. They'll be either changing bottles. You got Asian people in New York, Asian people that get up in the morning, 3 in the morning, and they'll go and they'll get bottles after bottles. And you'll look at them carrying a shopping cart with thousands of bottles. Those of you who in the hood, in the projects, put a 1 in the chat if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because if you live in the hood, if you live in the projects, you got Asians that live in the projects, and you see this stuff every morning. You got that one Asian woman who's always cashing those bottles. And you're like, damn, she do this thing every day, every single day, cashing these bottles. And you're like, she's committed to doing this. Well, she's working. You know how much money that equal? All those bottles? You know how much money that equal? That's her job, bro. So she live in the projects. I knew a lot of Asian people that live in the projects. You know what I mean? And all of them worked. Either they had a Chinese restaurant, they changed bottles, whatever the case is. So I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. Everybody go through the struggle. But don't try to look at other people who decided to do something with their life, and then you want to look down on them like they're being insensitive and they supposed to feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for nobody, bro. All I could do is give you the advice. Nobody felt sorry for me when I was hungry. So I'm not feeling sorry for nobody. You understand? When I was hungry and I had nothing to eat, there was nobody to give me nothing. My family wouldn't give me nothing. Friends turned their back on me. I don't give 2 F's what you going through, bro. All I could do is give you the advice on how to win. All I could do is tell you how to win, just like when I was going through and I had to make moves. What I had to do is get off my ASS and go get a job. And that's exactly what I did. You know what I mean? So save me all of the excuses, man. I don't want to hear none of them excuses. I don't want to hear about your kids are hungry. If your kids are hungry, that's your damn problem. Why? You brought them into this world. You was sleeping around. You was having kids out of wedlock. And for whatever reason, you went out here and had these kids. Where your baby daddy at? Where your baby daddy? You know? Where the baby daddy? How come he not taking care of the kids? So you mean to tell me you had these kids, the baby daddy's not around, and you want to blame me? No. Keep your legs closed. Stop having kids if you can't afford them. Shout out to All Day, Every Day. Kim for the $5 support says, and he's still homeless. So is a lot of people that work still in the hood right next to the person who doesn't think about it. Listen, I'm done worrying about what people going through. Because like I said, when I was going through, nobody gave a fuck about me. Do you understand me? So I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. I had to lace up my boots. I had to go out there and grind. It's time for people to stop making excuses and make America great again by stop trying to make people feel sorry for you. Go out there and win and stop all this talking. Get out there and make it happen because nobody cares about you. You're going to learn that the hard way. Nobody cares about you. Your family, your friends, co-workers, your neighbors, nobody cares about you. So once you come to that realization that nobody cares about you, the only one who can care is you. That's it. But if you keep thinking somebody's coming to your rescue, think again. If I don't do what I got to do, my family suffers. I cannot wait for somebody to decide that they want to do something for me. It takes too long. From time to time, people might support the show, people might do this, and I'm very grateful of all of the support that comes in. But imagine me sitting back, feeling entitled, like I'm just gonna not work, not put out no videos, and just wait for somebody to hit the Cash App, wait for somebody to hit the Super Chat, and I'm just there lazy. Nothing would happen for me. So I gotta work. I gotta do what I gotta do. You see what I mean? But don't try to make people feel sorry for you because of what you're going through. What you're going through is a choice. Nobody made you go through this. Nobody made you suffer. You make choices in life. If you drop out of high school, you made a choice. If you drop out of college, you made a choice. It don't make no sense you drop out if you don't have skills. So you got to look at the things you do and see how that's going to affect your future. But don't get mad at me because I decided to better myself, better my life, and you want me to feel guilty because your life is not where you want it to be. That has nothing to do with me, you know? Give me a minute. So you have situations where people, they want you to literally feel bad for them because of their situation. So it's almost like you can't even live your life. You can't even live your life. So if you decide to go out there and better yourself, you can't even express or even enjoy your success because everybody else who's living less fortunate will now look at you as a bad person. And you're wondering why, when people get out the hood, they just leave and never come back. It's because once they begin to elevate and do better, it's like a crab in a bucket mentality. Everybody starts to attack that one person, like you're blaming that person for why you still there. Bro, go do something with yourself, man, and stop complaining about everybody else. I never complain when I see somebody else do something successful. I got many dudes that I know that are millionaires. I never ask these people for money. I never reach out to them for any financial support of nothing. If I do contact them, hey, bro, what's going on? How's the wife and family? Or, hey, bro, how you doing? Everything good? Hey, bro, I saw your video the other day, man. I seen that you got promoted in the business, man. Hey, much success to you, bro. And I just leave it alone. I'm just happy to know that I know some people that are living way better lives, bro. I'm just happy to know that I know them. They see me, they watch my videos, you know, and it's a beautiful thing. But I don't try to shame them and say, bro, you a millionaire, bro. You know I'm saying, going through. I mean, damn, you can't give me a few dollars. I don't do that type of stuff. You know why? I'm not going to put a burden on them or try to use them to get ahead. If God saw it that I was going through and he put it on somebody's heart to do something for me, that's God's doing. That has nothing to do with me reaching out to somebody, begging them, or whatever the case is. When people do things for me, I look at it as that's God. That's God doing something for me through people. But I'm not going to go out here complaining all day when I got opportunities just like everybody else, you know? So name calling me, insulting me, doing all that goofy stuff, that's not doing anything for your situation. You still going to be poor, still going to be broke, still going to be hungry. The best thing you can do is listen. The best thing you can do is take advice and better your life. Because people be looking at others and thinking everything is flawless. People don't know the half of what I deal with. All you know is what I tell you. That's all you know. But you don't know what I deal with, and you don't know what other people are dealing with. And one thing I don't like is when people that are living in horrible conditions, people that are less fortunate, begin to make people that are trying to be successful as much as they can, it's like you try to pull them down where you are. It's like you're happy to see that person just like you. You don't like seeing them where they are, or you start to wish that they fall. Because this is typically what happens with me. People see me, they saw me move from New York, they saw me make better moves, and that's when I lost a lot of support. I lost a lot of friends. A lot of people that knew me, they pulled support. I had people that reached out to me that was like, oh, I don't need to support you no more, bro. Look like you're doing pretty good. And I'm saying to myself, doing pretty good. All I did is made better decisions and move. That's all I did. But in their mind, they look at it as, oh, you must be making all this money, so I don't need to support you financially no more. That's their mentality. That's where they are because they're watching my pockets. They don't even know what I do, what I make. They don't know anything, but they assume because I was able to move out the projects that I must be rich. And that just goes to show the nature of people. Once you better yourself, then all of a sudden they don't like you no more. This is why a lot of people move in silence. Shh. That's why a lot of people, when they move, they don't tell nobody. This is why a lot of times you see YouTubers, when they're doing videos, they never show where they live. Have you ever noticed that? You don't ever see them in their car. You don't see where they live. They make you believe they're living in the slums somewhere. You have no idea who these people are. And the reason why they don't tell you that they're doing well or they moved into a nice house or they bought a new car, because if they do that, guess what? You're no longer going to support them. You're going to be upset with them because now you're going to look at them as, oh, they're all the way up here and I'm all the way down here. So therefore, I can't rock with them no more. And you'll go find a new content creator to look at who is broke, or at least that's what you think. If a YouTuber is getting tons of views, that YouTuber is making money. So when you see YouTubers acting poor, acting broke, or whatever the case is, that's just a front. But my thing is this: why is it that with people, mainly viewers, you're more likely to be supportive of a YouTuber when they're poor, right? You give them more support when they're poor, or at least it looks like they're poor. You support that. But if a YouTuber is living good, have a nice house, nice car, nice home, furniture, everything looks nice, you rain on their parade. So you enjoy poverty. Can't you see where your mentality is? Because I don't know about you. I like seeing people that are successful. I like watching videos where people are successful. I don't watch videos of what it's like to be in the projects or, here, check out my dirty elevator with the piss in the track. I don't got time to watch that. I want to watch videos where I'm seeing successful people, big homes, big cars. I like watching videos like that. You know why? That type of stuff motivate me. I like watching videos where YouTubers are making moves, they're doing things, they're buying properties. I like watching that stuff because it motivates me. Even if I'm not gonna get into probably buying properties or anything like that, because I'm not really into that right now. But my point is, I like to watch other people's success because it motivates me to continue to work harder. I don't watch nothing that's uh, poverty based. I don't want to see no suffering. I already been there already. I don't want to go back there. So why would I want to keep watching that garbage for? But some of you enjoy poverty. You enjoy struggle. It's fun for you. And you're wondering why you can't overcome. You hang around friends that are broke. You hang around friends that are losers. All your friends have no ambition. Nobody wants to be productive. Nobody wants to do nothing. And you're wondering why you can't excel in life. One of the first things you got to do if you want to be successful is you got to get away from friends that are no good. You know, if you want to be successful, you got to get away from people that are no good, people that are not going nowhere, people that are not ambitious, people that are lazy. You got to cut all those people off. You got to cut them off, you know? And it's just crazy. I mean, just look at the live chat, guys. Think about this. All of these people are literally listening to me, but they don't like what I'm saying. But they keep listening, they keep commenting, they keep looking, they keep commenting, they keep watching, they keep looking, they keep hating, and their life is not changing. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, guys. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Here we go. All right, we back. We back. Let me see what the chat's saying. Democrats in the chat look pathetic. Go rake some leaves or something. Yeah, these people just be talking crap all day, bro. Ringo didn't tell y'all Ringo wanted to propose to whatever. Let me see what else we got. Get ready for digital slavery. When you see people talking like that, digital slavery, all this other goofy stuff, these people are weird, guys. These people are really weird. They have some sort of issue. Like it's crazy. Let me see. I love watching you handsome. Oh, appreciate that. Let me see. Laughing out loud. He just goes past my comments. How could I go past your comments? I can't even see your comments. I'm just literally reading as I go. Maybe you should super chat, right? I want to talk about how AI is getting out of control. I don't like AI. I don't like AI content or anything like that. And remember, it's people that is using AI. It's people that's using it, right? Willing to put money into taxes to have my, let me see. He knows how stupid MAGA is and will donate. I mean, the haters, guys, let me tell you something about these haters, right? The haters just continue to hate, right? Give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. The haters just continue to hate and waste their time. You wasting your time, bro. Like, for real, for real, for real. I don't know why people hate, bro. Guys, let me tell you something. You see this? Look. You see this? This is a full production studio. You see that sign up there? Ringo TV. When I see people talking crap, right? You have to work, guys. You have to work to actually go build and do the things that you want to do. You cannot be sitting around on your ASS all damn day, complaining all day to people. You can't do that type of goofy stuff, right? Because a lot of people, this is how they think. They think that you could just be out here playing. This is a full studio. You see all of this stuff here? This is a studio, right? You have to work. You have to build. You see these monitors, guys? Monitors on the wall, monitor there, monitor up there. Call me whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. I'm out here doing what I got to do. You see that? You see this? You see that? Production, work. You see that? You see that? Oh, yeah, we got two of them. That's right. So while people talking all this goofy stuff, bro, like you're wasting your time, bro. It's about working, bro. It's about grinding. It's about doing what the hell you got to do to win. And you got people talking all this crap about people that are out here trying to show you how to win. I don't understand that mess, bro. And it really frustrates me to know that. Listen, fam, I don't have just one of them damn boards. Fam, I got two of them. What the hell wrong with people, bro? Like, people bugging, bro. You see this thing here, man? Look at this, man. Remote controls, bro. You see this? Boom. Let me show you this, man. Because people think this is a damn game. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm this and I'm that. Hold on. I think I plugged it out. Give me a minute, guys. I think I plugged out my damn stuff. Let me see what's going on down here with this plug. Oh, yeah. I have plugged it out. Let me show you this, man. Because people keep talking crap, bro. I'm tired of people talking. Nobody ain't about nothing. Nobody ain't doing nothing. Nobody ain't doing no work. Everybody just BSing. You see that? Ringo TV reactions, bro. Talk to me. Talk to me. So the hate could continue to come. You could hate all day. Hating me ain't solving nothing, bro. And we got the PS5 right there. And we got the PS5. Bro, stop it, bro. Bro, what are you talking about, bro? Keep hating. All the hate, bro. You hating all day long. And listen, It's not getting you nowhere by hating, bro. The best thing you could do is listen to somebody that was at a point in his life where he didn't know where he was going, and he decided to go out there and started to win, decided to work hard, decided to make moves. Bro, listen to people, man, and stop being dumb, bro. Stop damn near hating on people that actually is trying to show you something, man. Like, it don't make no sense, you know? Stop all the nonsense, bro. For real, for real, for real. Look at my lights on my floor, gang. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Bro, who got lights on their damn floor, bro? This is a platform floor, bro. What are you talking about? Man, stop it. But you know, they're going to get mad. They're going to get pissed. They're going to start doing all this goofy stuff. It don't make no sense, bro. What I'm trying to show you guys is this. The language that people understand in the world is success, bro. And for me, this is success, bro. Coming from the projects, man, working hard, being denied, being rejected, putting in work, grinding, and I'm able to see my girls in a better situation, bro, that stuff is music to my ears, man. That stuff is music to my ears, dog. You know? And yet people want to hate. They want to hate. They want to get mad. They want to mock. They want to act like you a loser. Bro, there's nothing about me that's a loser, bro. Nothing. And I realize with a lot of people, it's like you can't teach them nothing, man. You can't teach them anything. You try to teach them, it's like they get mad at you, bro. I'm literally downstairs on my cell phone and I got a whole studio upstairs over here, bro. A whole studio. SLR cameras and everything. I could be doing all sorts of types of content, and yet I'm just downstairs trying to talk to people, bro. Trying to talk to people. They don't even want to listen, bro. They busy just acting the fool. And then when you try to talk to them, they try to shame you like, oh, you think you're better than me. Yes, I am. I'm doing way better than you. That's why I'm trying to help you. But guess what? You don't want to be helped. You don't want nobody to help you. You want somebody to just give you a handout. And what I'm trying to show you is handouts don't help nobody. What helps you is knowledge. Getting off your ASS and going out there and using your talents and your gifts, that's what helps you. Going outside, making moves, doing what you need to do, that's what helps you. Sitting down complaining all day about the government is not going to help you. That's not helping you. What helps you is taking your talent and go outside and making something happen. Period. You know, Thanksgiving is canceled. Cancel. So you could just forget about Thanksgiving. You could forget about all these extra days. It's not going to work. Christmas is canceled too. You know, it's not going to work, guys. Like for real, for real, for real. It's not going to work. You're going to have to get back to the basics. You know, you're going to have to get back to the basics, guys. So I just wanted you to see this, guys. I really wanted you to see this because, like I said, I'm going to get back into the studio and get off the cell phone and start getting it popping. But people want to complain all day. I mean, bro, look at this, man. Look at this. Nobody don't got no damn setup like that, bro. Get out of here, man. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it, bro. For real, man. This is called work, bro. You see this? You see this thing here? This is a bass trap, bro. This is production. This ain't no damn joke. This ain't no joke, man. This is acoustic treatment, man. And people keep getting mad at people who do the work. But if I'm damn near down and out, dusty and busted, all of a sudden now, people be making fun of you, bro. Like, yo, I'm telling you, the world is backwards, bro. You could be bumming it out, struggling, everybody laughing at you. Ha 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 ha! Look at him! Ha 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 ha! Then when you start doing better for yourself, nobody congratulates you. Nobody say, hey, bro, congratulations. I'm happy for you, dog. Hey, salute, bro. Instead, they make you feel like your success is a failure. You need to be like me. You need to struggle like me. I'm like, bro, I just came from struggling. I'm trying to show you that, hey, this is what I did, and I was able to make moves and better my situation. Nah, I don't want to see that, dog. You think you better than me when I'm actually doing better than him. But for some reason, I can't say that, because if I do, he can't handle it. He gets offended. That's the world we live in, guys. That's the world we live in. Ain't that something? That's the world we live in, bro. Then you got jealous neighbors. You got jealous people everywhere, bro. Like every single where you go. It's the same thing, man. It's absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy, guys. You peep out the window, see who's outside. I probably might go outside and do my videos, bro. I think I might do that. You want me to do that? I could go outside and do my videos. Give me a minute. Let me put this thing here. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ba ba da ba. I gotta get a soda. Yeah. We're gonna go outside, guys. We're gonna go outside and have a talk, because we got to talk about these things, man. We really do. The hate is real, bro. The hate is real. Where's my chair? Looking for my chair. Yeah, I should just open the garage, because I'm gonna probably do some work. Let me do that. Oh, here it goes. All right. Let's do this, guys. Let me get this. Okay. Let me get this. Head on outside. Do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? I keep it real with everybody, bro. People just stay mad at me all day. You can get mad. You ain't hurting me. Being mad at me is not hurting me. You hurting yourself, man. I'm trying to help you. You want to get mad at me. You got jealous haters everywhere you go, bro. Everywhere you go, you got people mad. Mad, always getting pissed off with people that's trying to help them. Nah, we ain't gonna do that, bro. Give me a minute. Set up my setup. Do what I gotta do. All right. Let's go work, bro. Let's go. You see that, bro? You see that? You see my lawn, bro? You see the difference? Don't tell me nothing, bro. I put in the damn work, bro. I deserve respect, man. People out here be tweaking, bro. Anytime a brother trying to teach, trying to show them something, they want to laugh, they want to giggle, they want to do all that garbage, bro. I've been through the damn fire, bro, and back. And this is why I don't give two F's about nobody, because we live in a hateful world where people don't like to see you shine. People don't like to see you win. And when you try to instill values in them, you know, it's just amazing. But see, the hate that people express, right? It's because they're not happy with themselves, man. They're not happy with themselves. That's why. They're not happy. That's why they upset. They not happy with themselves, man. So what they try to do is criticize you. So I think is the camera dirty? Give me a minute. I think the camera dirty. I'm not sure. Give me a minute. We good? Yeah, so you have people, they try to shame you for your success as if though you being a man of persistence, integrity is a bad thing. So in other words, if I was thugging it out, if I was robbing and stealing, that would be a good thing to them. They would appreciate me. And it's weird, man, to be like that, bro. It really feels like if I was some thug, some goon, they would be happy. If I had a prison record, in and out of prison, felonies, people would be more excited about that. It's weird. You know? I do what I gotta do, bro. I try to make people come up. I try to make people understand that they gotta make moves. They don't wanna make moves, bro. Even a lot of your neighbors be mad with you, bro. They be jealous, they be pissed because they see you making moves. Everybody talk ish about everybody, bro. Yeah, I don't give a F about you. You're the person I don't give a F about. The people who don't give a F about me. Haven't you learned yet? I only rock with people who rock with me. If you don't rock with me, what are you watching me for? You ain't here to learn nothing. I don't even know why this clown keeps saying you're from Jamaica. I'm American. All right? I don't know. You guys have to stop watching all this gossip stuff on social media. Folks think they know me when they don't know me. You know? Shout out to Floridine Rollo for the support. It says, ever since I returned to Florida, I have been getting less support on the platform. That's what I'm saying. When I was in New York, before the fallout, money coming in first time in Florida. Second time, still less support. They don't want to see you win and do good. That's a fact. Once I moved from New York, I had a lot of people, man, that came to me and they was like, yo, look like you're doing pretty good. I don't have to support you. And I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, I don't got to support you. Look like you're doing good. I was like, wow. So they busy pocket watching. It's crazy. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters out there that's winning. Shout out to everybody on the 9 to 5 that's on their grind, that's doing good. I got to focus more on the people that are positive towards me. I know a lot of times when people are negative, I react to the negativity. I know that. But I have to respond more to the positive people, the people that really rock with me, the people that understand what we're talking about. Because it's like, some people are going to always be at the bottom, no matter what you do. They're born to be at the bottom because they refuse to grow. You know, they refuse to grow. See, I like lawn care. I like growing. I like prospering. Those are the things I like to do. So around me, I like to see success. So like, for example, right, if I turn the camera this way, right, let me see if I could do this, right? If I go like this, let's just do some homework, right? If you look at my lawn, you see that? That's what success look like, right? That's success. That's what success is supposed to look like. is supposed to be green. Do you see that? That's what success feels like for me. That's a sign. And what it tells my neighbors, it tells them that that is how I feel about myself. I don't care what anybody think around me, because I'm not really interested in communicating, talking with, or whatever the case is. I don't care about none of that goofy stuff. But one thing I don't like is when people prejudge me and they don't even know me from nowhere. Y'all don't know my struggle. Y'all don't know where I've been through. Y'all don't know what I've done, what I've been through, what people did to me. Nothing. And that's why I feel the way I feel. So when I say stuff like I don't give two F's about what people going through, I don't. Because y'all wasn't there when I was going through. You weren't there. I had to figure it out. So if I had to figure it out, you got to figure it out. The thing is, I had nobody coaching me. I had nobody to encourage me. I had nobody to tell me what I needed to do. But yet, here I am on camera, literally telling you, get off your ASS, go get a job, stop depending on the government, stop waiting for the shutdown to end, and make something happen. Even if you had to go get a part-time gig for now. For example, Floridine Rollo, he's a hustler, he's a go-getter. That man been surviving for years, bro. I've seen that man survive. It's to the point where you know he's a survivor. Because no matter what he been through, and he been through some tough, difficult times, man, that most of you wouldn't even last, bro. You would not last. The things he been through, you would have never made it. And for him to still be here, still be afloat, still doing what he got to do, that's when you know, number one, God is in his life. He's a go-getter. And it's not just about having God in your life. You have to be the kind of man who's a go-getter, a hustler, a grinder, a dude that just won't let up, bro. You just got to keep going out there and getting to work. Get to work, man, and stop playing. Get to work. It don't make sense when people are always complaining and nobody want to put in the pain. Working is never easy. It's not easy to do, but you got to grind. Once you get into the habit of working hard, it's going to really build you up. Hey, shout out to Zandra. I think I just seen a Cash App came in. Shout out to Zandra for the support. I'll talk about that another time. I was going to say something, but I don't want to put nobody's business out there. I'll reach out to them another time. People don't want to, they don't want to put in the pain. They don't. You know what it's like to do this yard, guys? Do you know how much work it took me to get this yard to look like this? Pain, suffering, time, money. A lot of work, bro. A lot of work. And yet people will be mad at me. You'll have neighbors that'll be jealous of you, as if though you're a bad person for being passionate about where you live and taking care of what you got. When all they got to do is just ask you, hey, bud, could you help me out? Could you help me with mine? No, they don't want to do that. They just rather get mad at you. I don't like when people try to make me feel like being successful at what I do is a bad thing. And I'm not even where I want to be yet. That's the thing that's crazy. People think that I'm rich, bro. I go through the same struggles, bro, like everybody else, bro. Listen, I probably go through more struggles than you. And you think everything is gravy all the time. See, one thing with me, I'm not fake. The video that Anton made, he said some real stuff in the video, how a lot of people be faking it, acting like they got it, acting like they winning when they know they not. And I get exactly what he's saying. You have a lot of people that's faking it, bro. And they know they struggling, but they trying to make everybody think that they good and they going through. Remember, I got a family to raise, I got responsibilities, I got all sorts of things that I got to do, just like everybody else. And all I'm trying to say is, during these snap crisis, what are you going to do? Sit down there forever? If you know you're working at a job right now and the job is not paying enough, common sense will tell you, go get another job. Or if you don't want to get another job, do something that can make some money. Go to a neighborhood where they got a lot of trees and start doing leaf detail. Pick up some leaves. You know? Pick up some leaves. Somebody said, what? He needs kindness? No, I don't need anything. I need to be by myself. I don't want to have nothing to do with nobody. When you reach my age, you start to realize what life is really about, and you just don't care no more. I'm done with it. I'm done with a lot of things, man. I just don't have that type of energy to be wasting no more. For real, for real. I don't even like living around people. But for now, I got to do what I got to do. But I don't, because a lot of times people are just nosy and they watch everything you do. And some people watch you so much, they don't believe that you're supposed to be yourself. You could be the kind of person who do content like myself. It's a damn ladybug flying around me. If you see something flying around, it's a ladybug. You could be the type of person like me that do content and people be mad because they see your camera and you're in your yard and they be mad. That's why I don't talk to neighbors. I don't talk to nobody, bro. And I don't really care how they feel about me because they not paying my bills. You know? Brainwaves is in the building. Shout out to Brainwaves in the building. Make sure y'all sub up over there at Brainwaves Advice Topics. Make sure y'all sub up. I'm enjoying this weather right now because I'm trying to grow the other side of the yard, and it's going to take some time for it to come in. You know, like this side over here is good, but the other side, I'm waiting for it to grow in. I don't know if it's going to grow. I'm really hoping that it do. But if it don't, I mean, I'll show you in a few. But remember I showed you guys that I cut part of the yard and put down some new grass seed and whatnot. I want it to flourish so it can match the other sides because it looks real good. And I'm really trying to get this thing situated because we're going to start filming the show, doing what we need to do, you know? But it is what it is, man. Hey, shout out to Big Brown again, fam. Came back with another support, bro. $100 support. Shout out to you. He says, shout out to Ringo. I have been watching you for a couple of years, getting all this knowledge, and it is time for me to support. Thank you for all you do. Hey, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for the support. The road that I'm on, it's a lonely road because it's one of them roads where it's like nobody cares. Imagine being a content creator that influenced everybody on YouTube and nobody never acknowledged you. Nobody never shout you out. Nobody never give you your flowers. And it's one of them things, man, where it's like, you know, everybody's winning and they winning because you helped them in many ways and they don't ever acknowledge you. So it's always great to get comments where people acknowledge, what's going on. And yeah, hey, appreciate that. At Brainwave says Ringo hit 216,000 subscribers, on to 250 next. Yeah. Hey, the other month I gained over 20 to 30,000 subscribers in 1 month. That's crazy. That's crazy work right there, man. And it's all because of the viewers, you know what I mean? Here's the thing, guys. The things that I say is going to be harsh at times. It's going to be very harsh. I use a lot of entertainment, a lot of shock value. It's a method to my madness. But the bottom line is to get people to really work, man. I came from the projects, man. I came from the projects, bro. I was working very hard trying to get out of New York, and I wanted to get my mom out of New York before she passed away of cancer. And I didn't do it in time. And it really bothers me to this day. You know what I mean? Because she always wanted to be in a house. And I always wanted, every son want to do something for their mom. That's every son's goal. I'm going to do this for my mom. Some of you guys, you were able to buy your mom's a house. I believe I seen, I think O'Shea Duke Jackson, he said he was able to buy his mom's a house. When I seen that video clip, I was real happy, man. I was real happy that he was able to buy his mom a house. Some of you might not even care for these people on YouTube. You might think they're full of crap. I don't got no beef with these dudes, man. I was just happy to hear the story that he bought his mom a house, because that's what I always wanted to do. And he was able to accomplish a goal that a lot of men only dream of accomplishment, you know? So that's always a good thing to hear, you know? He was able to grind it out, do what he needed to do, and bless his mom. That's what every man wanted to do, but I wasn't able to do that, you know? So it's one of them things where I feel like there's unaccomplished business that I got to do. And I told you guys, I said, when I actually make it to where I really want to go, I'm buying my mom a house. Even though she passed away of cancer, I'm going to buy her a house. And I'm going to decorate it the way she normally would like it. I'm going to have all her photos, all her stuff, personal belongings, things like that. And it's going to be a place where I can go to, where I just want to just reminisce. A place where my girls can go to where they feeling down and out or whatever. They could just go there and be at peace, knowing they could go to grandma's house. Hey, where y'all going? We're going to grandma's house. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I think that'll be a cool thing to do. And that's pretty much my goal. That's what I'm going to do. So it's just one of them things where, you know, you get to fulfill what you always wanted to do. So when people mock and laugh, bro, you don't know where I came from. You don't know my struggles, man. You don't know what it's like living in the projects. Some of you do. Some of you that's watching, you still live in the hood. You still in the projects. I know exactly what it's like. I could tell you everything about the projects, bro. You never lived in projects. You don't know what about. Bro, I know everything about it. I worked for the agency, bro. I worked for the agency that run the projects. So what are you talking about? I worked for the agency and I had a very great job until they pretty much let me go due to the pandemic. When the pandemic came around, I didn't want to take the shot. So it was like, we letting you go. And it pissed me off, man. Because I was doing pretty good, man. Making good money. I was real upset because I worked hard, man. Imagine passing all sorts of civil service exams, buying expensive books to study, training classes, hours upon hours upon hours of classes, and certifications and training and tickets and this and oh my goodness, bro. If I show you how many plaques I got, how many certificates, how much training I had to go through just to get this job, bro. And then they just pull it. That's when I got my wake-up call. That's when I realized you can't depend on the system. You got to use what you were born with. And it made me make moves. It made me make moves. I mean, I was already done planning to leave. I was planning to leave the job in about 2 years. But you know how you say you're going to leave, but you didn't leave yet because you still need some money to save? I was trying to sort how I'm going to do my move. And it's like every time I tried to figure it out, something else came up. And it's like, it just got more difficult, man. But I didn't quit. I didn't quit. I just didn't quit. I couldn't. And what kept me going is my kids, you know? I gotta make it for them. Every man knows what I'm talking about. When you feel like giving up and you just say to yourself, you know what? I can't. My kids. I gotta make sure that they're good. Those are the type of things that I think about all the time. So why would you depend on the government for SNAP benefits? Why? Why would you depend on them if you know you got kids? Come on, man. Can't do that, man. Can't. We got to go out there and win somehow, some way. Make it happen. Struggle, go through, figure it out. We all want success. So let's not act like we don't want to be successful. Like I said, I know a lot of people that are successful, man. I'm just happy to know that I know a few people, man, that are successful. I don't ever ask these people for no money. I don't ever ask them for nothing. If God chooses to put on their heart to bless me with anything, that's always a blessing. But I don't use people. I don't try to make people guilt trip them. I don't do none of that type of stuff, man. I know this one particular brother, man. I saw this brother come from the bottom, bro. From the bottom. And the brother is very successful, man. Very successful. And he came from the bottom. I saw his journey. I saw it. I saw the journey, man. So you never know when your time comes. You never know. Some people may become successful before you. That's not a time to hate. It's a time to congratulate them. You know? It's a time to congratulate them and be like, yo, man, salute. You know? You have women out here that are winning, that are really successful, man. It's not a time to get jealous and get mad, bro. It's a time to salute. Be like, how did you do it? How did you make it? How did you get there? Could you give me some advice? The advice they give you may change your life. They may give you the best advice ever. The best advice. Your turn is coming soon. Like when Rollo become a millionaire, because he's going to become a millionaire one day. Guys like him end up becoming millionaires, man. It's just like, and he end up becoming millionaires before everybody because it's just supposed to happen that way. When you're a dude who suffered and struggled, bro, your time always come back and you end up winning, man. You know, you have a lot of YouTubers that are very successful right now, man. Guys are making a lot of money. They doing it. They doing their thing. Bro, I'm happy for everybody that's winning, bro. Even if I have criticism for you as a content creator, I would never hate on your success. Can't do that. That goes against the law, bro. That's some hating-ish, bro. To be hating somebody because of their success, I don't do that, bro. That's evil. Because we all want to win. We all want to do better. I could go against your talking points. I could roast you. I could do all of that stuff. It's entertainment, man. It's just social media, you know? But success, to hate on somebody's grind, can't do that. Let me see. So, guys, hating on people that's winning is nasty work. And from time to time, those of you brothers and sisters that are doing well, whether you white or black, sometimes you got to stunt a little bit to kind of let people know that you're not talking to somebody that's just talking. You're talking to somebody that's actually doing the work. They're doing the work, man. People keep mocking me like, what work you do? And I'm like, bro, how the hell you think I'm here? For free? And they keep asking stupid questions, man. You make good decisions. You live within your means. You budget. You pay your bills on time. Who likes to pay bills? Nobody likes to pay bills. But we got to do it. It's a part of life. You know? It's a part of life, man. Everybody want to get financially to a place where they don't worry about money. We all want the same thing, guys. So hating people that are there or hating people that are on their way, it's counterproductive. It's counterproductive. In due time, I'm going to get to where I need to be. And a lot of people that have been rocking with me, oh, y'all coming with me too. A lot of the people that have been rocking with me, trust and believe, I ain't forget about nobody. Right now, I might have a lot of things on my plate, but when I get to where I need to go, oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people that would be always remembered, because those are the people that always been there. Trust and believe, I know who each and every one of you are. I know who each and every one of you are. Those people that always been there supporting, hitting the like button. I know who those people are. I be having dreams about these things. That's how you know it's real. Stop depending on the government, man. If you're a government worker and you got laid off because of the shutdown, it's time for you to find another opportunity. It's time for you to find something else to do. You can't afford to be in a job that's going to lay you off every time they beefing. You know? A lot of you go to work every day. Some of you like your job, some of you don't like your job, but you got to do the job because you got kids, man. You can't tell your kids, today I don't feel like working. You can't tell your wife, today I don't feel like working. I'm tired. Guys, there's days I don't feel like making no content. I just want to just stay alone, bro. But what happens if I don't work? I don't eat. It's crazy. When I do my content and I work, it's crazy how people start to support the show. I get views. People start subscribing. And I'm like, what if I grind harder? What if I work smarter? What if I focus more on the content that is affecting people? I'm going to build my audience. I'm going to build people up. People are going to believe in what I'm doing because I'm helping them too. People keep getting mad and they think, oh, you're putting people down. You're laughing at people. It's social media. It's entertainment. Right? What you got to look at is the nuggets of truth that's being given. You got to hear my heart and hear how sincere I am when I'm speaking. I came from the pit, and it's scary. Those of you, now watch this, guys. There's some real ish that I'm gonna say to you. When you come from the ghetto, the projects, and you put yourself in a better situation, it feels so unreal. It's scary because you're there and you literally are wondering, like, wow, in order for this to continue, I gotta maintain what I'm doing. I gotta maintain this. Nobody could control this but me. So it's like, if I don't do what I gotta do, I'm gonna lose everything. You see how that go? And it gets real, man. It really gets real to you because it's like, if I don't put in the hours, if I don't put in the work, if I don't grind, it's gonna all disappear. And it becomes a situation where it's like, I gotta put in the pain. I got no excuse. I don't got no excuses. I can't say anything else. I gotta just stick with the program, do what I gotta do, put in the long hours, and just do what I have to do. That's just the way it is, you know? But for some people, they don't understand that. They think that they could just depend on somebody else and somebody else gonna put in the work for them. That's not how it works, you know? It takes a lot of hard work, man, to be successful. A lot of hard work. And the thing is, it's hard, but it's easy. Once you get into your groove and you start to get into a flow of doing your job and being successful, it becomes easy after a while. Because why? You recognize discipline. You recognize you have to be consistent. You got to put in the hours. Look, here's the thing, guys. If you put in the hours that it takes to do your job. Now, for this point, I'm going to use Anton Daniels as an example. The reason why I'm going to use Anton Daniels is because the man been working very hard. Very, very hard. And I want to acknowledge that. I want to acknowledge that. Maybe he don't got nobody to acknowledge that. Maybe there's nobody on YouTube that actually acknowledge that. Besides him, O'Shea been working pretty hard. You know what I mean? He kind of slowed down a little bit, but maybe he got other things going on that I don't see. But he been grinding. But Anton been going hard in the paint when it comes to the content. Can't deny it. Can't deny it. And in this line of business, what I'm looking at and what I'm learning from that is not to hate. Let me shout out the super chat real quick. Black Cloud, shout out to you for the $1.99. Says, watching your videos make me want to go get it. For real. That's the best attitude you can have, is to go get it. Go out there and get it. You could do it. But you got to look at the success of others as motivation, not to hate. It's for motivation. So now let me get back to my point. The video we were looking at earlier got me to go make this video. It made me make this video because I was looking at how people used to make videos talking about 50-50. They don't want no man making this amount of money. And I'm like, now people crying now because they want food now. You see what I mean? So when I'm looking at the situation with Anton, I don't got no problem with Anton. Like personal. I don't got no personal issue with that man. I did at one point when I think I was doing a live stream And I think I was responding to something he was saying. And he came in and he acted like he didn't know who I was. That right there, to me, was disrespectful because we're in the same line of business. And being that I've been here before all of these guys since 2006, my name is not new. I've been here forever. So people know who I am. So when he was acting like he didn't know who I was, I took that as a personal shot because everybody know who I am. Even Kevin Samuels knew who I was. Kevin Samuels knew who I was. All these guys in these spaces know who I am because they all learn, been inspired by me, a lot of stuff. So when he acted like he didn't know who I was, because he had wrote it in the comments, I took that as disrespect. But besides that, that's the past, that's gone, right? Work ethic. When I look at what Anton is doing, I see the work ethic of Kevin Samuels times 3. That's what I see. Kevin Samuels' work ethic was intentional. It was a schedule. He wasn't just putting out videos just to put out videos. It was intentional content, a schedule of content, purpose behind it. So when I look at what he's doing and I look at the work ethic behind it, that's why he's able to be successful. And you can't hate on that. All you could do is learn from that. So if I can look and see his grind and see how he moving, why you can't see that? Why can't you see how other people are grinding and moving so that you can know how to win? Whenever Kevin Samuels came on, everybody stopped watching everybody else's videos to go watch his videos. That's how crazy it was. And remember, when he was here, nobody was really eating like that. To be honest with you, nobody was really eating. But a lot of people have been doing their thing lately, and it is what it is, man. You gotta work. There's no excuses. There's no excuses, man. Now, I don't need to join no bag chases and all this other stuff that Anton got going on. I don't need to do all of that. All I got to do is just look at what he's doing. All I got to do is just look at what the man is doing and be like, okay, he did this, he put out that, he put out this, he put out that. How many videos he put out a day? Well, he put out a heck of a lot of videos today. Because he got multiple channels. So when you think about all the channels, all the work, all the videos, that's work. So you got to look at it. The average person works at a 9 to 5, 8 hours a day, 8 to 14 hours a day working. So if you're a content creator and all you do is make one video a day, how do you expect to be successful? You got to make 8 hours worth of videos. And if not 8 hours worth of videos, 8 videos. And you got to grind it out. You got to grind and grind and grind. And that's what he's doing. So him hitting 1 million subs, being successful, having money, doing this, he's doing some other things with property, all of those things, even though I don't talk with that man, even though we not friends, he's still in these YouTube streets. And I can see it. I can acknowledge it. Do you see how I'm able to acknowledge who he is? They don't do that for me. Do you see the difference? I'm able to acknowledge other creators. They don't show that kind of love. That's what separates me from everyone else, is that I'm actually able to look and see what's going on. You know, you said I thought he passed away. Who? Kevin Samuels did pass away. Anton Daniels didn't pass away. I hope that's not what y'all were talking about, because I just kind of glimpsed at the chat. People need to read, shaking my head. Come on, bug. Stop flying around me. He said, I'm not a content creator. However, until the end of the month, I'm working 22 hours days because I noticed that I need to do, you know what you need to do to get ahead and stay ahead until January. See, here's the thing. Whatever kind of business you're in, right? Whether you're a content creator or whatever, you got to look at what do you do and put those hours in. So when I was on a 9 to 5, I was a part of team overtime. Overtime meant that me and my partner, we went to our supervisor and we told our supervisor, look, put us on the schedule for OT for the whole 2 weeks, the whole month. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, put us on team overtime. Whether it's 2 hours extra every day, 3 hours extra, I'm willing to do it. And that's how I was able to get more hours, big hours. You can get big checks. So whatever business you're in, that's how you got to look at it. Because remember, your job only pay you enough hourly. That's it. So to make extra money, you're going to need extra time. So go to your supervisor and get more hours, or find other hustles that you could do to bring in some extra bread. It's all about making bread, man. Listen, everything we do got to be about some damn money, bro. You know? Give me this damn thing. It's got bugs flying all over the place over here, man. It's getting crazy. Everything we do have to be about us literally putting the time to make some extra money so that we can win. That's what it's all about, you know? So, and I had the phone in the damn sun. Thing is hot as hell, bro. Shoot. You know? So if you look at the lawn, bro. You see the green, bro? That's because I put in the time to work. To work, bro. That's how I'm able to accomplish that, man. That's how I'm able to accomplish this thing, man. Do you see that, bro? That's work, man. So when people complain and tell me, oh, you just sitting around, you ain't doing nothing, you're this, you're that, I'm like, bro, I'm out here doing all sorts of stuff, man. All sorts of stuff, trying to keep afloat. And people keep getting mad at me for doing what I need to do. It don't make no sense. I'm trying to inspire people to get out there and work, because I'm inspired by other people too. I'm inspired by other people that are out there grinding, other people that are winning, other people that are doing what they got to do. I'm inspired by it because it's helping me to grow. It's helping me to do what I got to do. Remember, I got a whole family. I got responsibilities. So it's not just about YouTube. It's not just about social media. I got kids. I got things that I got to do besides that. Whereas other influencers, they don't have that luxury. They don't have, or should I say, I don't have the luxury they got. I don't got that time to focus all my energy the way they do. But in due time, I'm going to be able to do that as I make the necessary adjustments, you know, because I'm going to implement my family into what I'm doing. Y'all going to see it. Trust and believe it, man. Listen, I made a lot of promises, and y'all going to see it all come to pass. I'm implementing my family into what I'm doing. That way, the time that I spend around them is on camera, and now it's content. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be absolute crazy, you know. But yeah, man. With all of the problems people are going through, man, my best advice, man, is to get out there and grind. Start something. Stop being lazy. and just believe in yourself, because there's a lot of people out here that are winning, that believe in you, and they're waiting for you to work. They're waiting for you to work because they want to support. They have people out there that believe in you. They got connections. There's all sorts of stuff, but they're not seeing you work, man. They're not seeing you grinding out. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? Thanksgiving is canceled, period. How are you going to tell me to stop saying Thanksgiving is canceled? Thanksgiving is canceled. Thanksgiving and Christmas is canceled because people are busy waiting for the government. You know, it's canceled, man. Don't get mad at me. Let me see if I can show you this thing, guys. I'm going to show you this. You see this? Hold on. This area here is what I was telling you about. Hold on, let me do this real fast. Change the. Put a 1 if we're back. Put a 1 if we're back, guys. Put a 1 if we back. Okay, we back. All right. So this is the section I was telling you about right here. Now with this is what I'm waiting to grow right now, this area here. Because this here area here has grown. All of this is grown, right? All of that. But this area here is what I'm waiting for. Because I had stripped all of this down. So I'm needing the sunlight to hit it. So right now, I'm just hoping that it starts to grow. There's little sections. Let me see if I can find some. Let me see. There's little sections where it's growing. See, all over here is good. You know, over here is good. All over there is good. Let me see. See right here. You got some specks that are coming in. Some specks are coming up, but it's not coming up as fast as I would like it. It's not happening as fast as I would like it, but nonetheless, it's still good. I'm just kind of just letting it get the sunlight right now. Let me see. If you look at this, if you look at here, let me see. Those are little baby grasses coming in, right? It's coming in, but it's not perfect. I just need the sunlight to keep hitting it. Right now, the sun is out, pretty much doing its thing. And I just gotta wait to see what happens. You know, just give it time, and hopefully it'll be good to go. But all of this is lit. All of that is good. And people be mad, bro. People literally be mad at you for pretty much doing what you do. They be mad. And I just focus on doing my job, man. Doing my job, working hard, and that's it. I mean, this is what I like. That's grass. That's results, man. And people mad at me. How you gonna be mad at me and I'm working? I like seeing stuff that look good. And people getting mad at me. It don't make no sense. Who mad? Y'all keep asking dumb questions about who mad. You mad. You mad. That's who's mad. You mad. If you gotta ask who's mad, it's because it's you. You the one that's mad. Because if you weren't mad, you'll be saluting. You wouldn't be asking questions about who mad. Who mad? Who mad? Who mad? You mad. A person who's not mad would salute. A person who's not mad would congratulate. They would be happy for. We live in a society where people are not happy for nothing, bro. People act like they don't see. You got people that literally act like they don't see results. They be acting like they don't see. And that tells me everything I need to know. Because if I see something fly, I'm going to say something. But when people act like they don't see it, they hate you, bro. They secretly hate you. And I could tell when somebody's a hater because they don't acknowledge you. That's my point. When something stands out like that and people act like they don't see it, they don't acknowledge you, they don't say, wow, that looks nice, hey, it's because they secretly hate you. They do. What's my problem? You. You. You're the problem. People like you. See, what happened is with haters, right? Haters will continually troll, be sarcastic, and they'll act like they don't know what's going on. And they'll say goofy stuff, who hurt you, all this goofy stuff. We live in a society full of evil people that don't acknowledge nobody, they don't like nobody, and they're jealous of everybody. And it's one of them things where, and we live in a world where people don't mind their business. They don't mind their business, bro. I got people that watch me and they hate me at the same time. I got people who hate me, but they tune into everything that I talk about because they want to be in my business so bad, bro. They don't got no life whatsoever. It's crazy, man. If I'm down and out, let's say, for example, if I was live streaming in front of the shelter, right? Everybody will be talking crap about me. If I was live streaming in front of a shelter, they'll be like, oh, look at him. He's in front of the shelter. You'll have something to say. This is my point. If I'm live streaming at the shelter and you see me on a bench sitting there reading a paper, you would have all sorts of people being negative, saying all sorts of goofy stuff about what it is. But if you're doing better and you're not in the shelter, nobody's happy for that. Instead, they tell you, oh, you think you better than everybody. It's like they shame you now for doing better. That's crazy, man. I don't know, guys. But hey, shout out to the real ones. Shout out to the real people out there that support the platform. Those of you that hit the like button, those of you that subscribe to the channel, those of you that know and understand my personality. I'm as real as they get, bro. I'm one of the realest in these YouTube streets, bro. One of the realest content creators, man. Because I never forget where I came from. I never forget where I came from, man. That's the thing that's crazy. And even though I never forget where I came from, the black community is still mad with me. Because, you know, for whatever reason, that's why when you seen Anton take off his designer watch, he ain't have to take off his watch. He could continue to shine. Like I seen some video where I think he said he was working with some properties or doing something with some properties. I like hearing stuff like that. I like seeing videos like that. And people hating because of the success, bro, stop it, man. Look, we got to put aside the hate and start looking at the grind and figuring out how we could put some money in our pocket, bro. At the end of the day, we can all agree that's what we want. That's what we all want. So what are we hating for? Shout out to Black Cloud again for the support. Says, I done gotten way smarter and gotten some great insights from simply watching and really listening to what you have to say. You a real one. Real talk. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. It's like your comment keep going up. It's like it's not trying to make me read it. But shout out to Black Cloud for the support. Why are you asking me? Just curious. Do you and your family ever have family movie night? I support you. Like, what does that matter to you? Do you want to know if me and my wife had sex this morning too? Like, what does knowing that does for you? Seriously. Because I'm not asking you that. I'm not going to ask you, do you and your family, I don't care what you and your family are doing. It's none of my business. But do you want to know if I used the toilet this morning? Do you want to know, like, what does that do for your life? I don't care about that type of stuff. I don't wake up asking somebody about what them and their family is doing. You're being too damn nosy. That's weird. And then you're going to put I support you at the end of it. People want to know everything about your life, but don't talk about their life. How come that person didn't come in to say, hey, me and my family have family night every night? Well, good for you. Why do you concern yourself with what I'm doing? Because you already assume things in your mind already. You assume things. You're not being supportive of me. You're being negative. It's a negative comment when they ask that. It's never a good comment. It's always negative. You said it could bring perspectives to someone looking to understand work family balance. No, the only way you'll find that out is by going and get your own family, not worrying about mine. If you want to know what family life is about, you got to go build one. And you'll learn on your own, because everybody's family is different. Nobody's family is the same. So that point that you made is pointless, because nobody's family is the same. Everybody's family don't do the same thing. You got some people that are husband and wife. They never show no type of affection in the public, and people think something's wrong with them. It's not for them to show you. It's none of your business. What goes on in your house is nobody's business. That's one of the biggest problems with society, is everybody want everybody to know their business. Nobody don't need to know your business. Whatever works for you works for you. Simple as that. Why are you talking about why draw attention to it? You're the one asking the questions, not me. Folks are being nosy. What are you talking about me drawing attention to something? I'm not the one asking the questions. I'm responding to the dumb questions of people being nosy. Asking somebody what family time they got is the equivalent of asking them when they have sex, or when they got head, or you know, what they did sexually. Like, it's none of your business. Simple as that. That's like me asking you, did you take a shower this morning? Did you eat lunch this morning? Are you dating someone? Like, what am I asking that for? What is it doing for me? If a man asks a woman, do she got a man? He's asking her because he want to get with her. So when you ask somebody personal questions, what is it doing for you? What are you gaining from it? Notice this dummy just said, how are you going to ask if a man showered or not? Weird. So I'm weird for using an example of dumb questions that's being asked to me when somebody literally just asks me about my personal family business. I'm telling you, some people just not listening, bro. They not paying attention, man. They really not paying attention to anything that I'm saying, bro. Let me get out of here, man. Let me get on out of here. I don't got time to waste, man. Rate, comment, and subscribe, guys. I'm out.